Station wagon decline. Before crossovers became dominant, station wagons were the practical family vehicles for many households. They offered large cargo areas and comfortable interiors, while still driving like regular cars. Over time, however, wagons began to feel outdated to many buyers, especially in North America. Families wanted something that looked newer and more adventurous, which created space for an entirely different type of vehicle to emerge. SUV influence. Traditional SUVs became popular during the 1990s because they offered height, space, and a strong road presence. Vehicles like the Ford Explorer helped turn SUVs into mainstream family transportation rather than niche, off-road machines. However, many of these early SUVs were heavy, truck-based, and less comfortable to drive. Buyers liked the image and practicality, but not always the driving experience. Car-based platform design. The crossover SUV changed the formula by combining SUV styling with car-like engineering. Instead of using heavy truck frames, manufacturers built them on passenger car platforms. This made crossovers lighter, smoother, and easier to handle in everyday driving. The result was a vehicle that looked rugged without behaving like a traditional truck on the road. Higher seating position. One of the most important reasons for the crossover's success was the elevated driving position. Many drivers enjoyed sitting higher because it improved visibility and created a feeling of safety and control. Even if the actual safety difference was not always dramatic, the perception mattered strongly to buyers. That simple change in seating position reshaped customer preferences across the entire industry. Family practicality. Crossovers became ideal family vehicles because they balanced space with everyday usability. They offered easier entry and exit compared to low sedans, while still fitting comfortably into parking spaces in city streets. Foldable rear seats and flexible cargo layouts added convenience without requiring the size of a full SUV. This practicality made crossovers appealing to a very wide audience. Fuel efficiency improvements. Older SUVs were often criticized for poor fuel economy, especially during periods of rising fuel prices. Crossovers solved much of that problem by using lighter construction and smaller engines. Manufacturers like Toyota and Honda showed that crossover vehicles could remain practical, while also achieving respectable efficiency. This removed one of the biggest disadvantages traditionally associated with SUVs' marketing and lifestyle appeal. Automakers marketed crossovers as vehicles connected to adventure, travel, and active lifestyles. Commercials often showed them driving through mountains, forests, or coastal roads. Even though many owners rarely used them outside urban areas, the image became just as important as the function. Buyers were not only purchasing transportation, but also the feeling of versatility and freedom attached to it. Decline of sedans. As crossover popularity increased, traditional sedans began losing market share rapidly. Buyers who once preferred four-door cars started moving toward vehicles that offered similar comfort with more flexibility. Manufacturers responded by reducing investment in sedans and expanding crossover lineups instead. Over time, some companies even discontinued well-known sedan models entirely because demand had shifted so heavily.